not throw Richard Sherman's way once. Rodgers completed 5 of 7 passes for 6 yards to the right side, but did not attempt a pass to a wide receiver outside the right numbers where Sherman was in coverage. Richard Sherman tweeted after the game, "When you are great, you make your opponent adjust to you. You don't adjust to suit them." Read it right there, guys. When you are great, you make your opponent adjust to you. You don't adjust to suit them. Darren Woodson chuckling. Your take. Should Rodgers have gone at Sherman?
Do what you do best. I don't care what it is. I don't care who you're going against. Do what you do best. And what Aaron Rodgers does best is he throws the ball outside the numbers on the perimeter. At whomever. I don't care if it's Richard Sherman. I don't care if it's Deion Sanders coming back out of retirement. You throw at the best corner outside the numbers. And it was an absolute shame for me to watch Aaron Rodgers, who I know is the best quarterback, and have said it for the last 3 or 4 years. Aaron Rodgers, hands down, the best quarterback in the league, did not try Richard Sherman.
Why was that?
If it was respect, maybe that's it. But if you're a guy, if I'm Jarrett Boykin, who was the decoy for 4 quarters yesterday, I'm on the plane absolutely upset.
Right.
But not only Mike McCarthy, but Aaron Rodgers, that I didn't get a look or a ball. I played with Deion Sanders. One of the things that's hard, it was always easy to game plan a team when teams didn't throw at Deion, because we just rolled the coverage the other way. Hey, we outnumbered you on the other side of the field. But what was hard is when teams like San Francisco 49ers or the great quarterbacks, guys that would absolutely try Deion, now we had to cover the entire field. Now all the real estate on the field was in play. And it's hard to stop a team when they're utilizing the entire field. Yesterday, if they would have just maybe double moved Richard Sherman, maybe took a shot down the field, maybe got a pass interference, something to keep him honest, something to keep that half of the field honest, it would have probably opened things up. I just could not believe that they didn't take a shot at him. And Richard Sherman's a great corner. Trust me, great corner. But you have to go at him. You have to keep him honest.
You know what, Skip Bayless? I don't think I've ever missed Terrell Owens more than I missed him last night. He never played for Green Bay, didn't make it on Seattle. But I'm talking about the moments of petulance that hurt his career. A moment like last night was where you needed a Terrell Owens on that roster. Somebody that would have gotten Aaron Rodgers' face, that would have fought with the offensive coordinator and Mike McCarthy and said, "What the hell do y'all think y'all doing?"
Throwing a fit on the sideline.
Because you know something? It would have been nice to see Jordy Nelson, him with his new, exorbitant contract, making some noise. Oh, you want to sit there and go after Maxwell, but when you in Richard Sherman's face, you got no problems with the ball being thrown in your direction. Where was Randall Cobb as well? This dude right here, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, are you kidding me? What are we talking about here? I'm just saying to myself, I'm telling you right now, and you know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. We all know I'm on the record. I think he's the best. I love him. He's a bad man, the whole bit. It was unquestionably the most shameful performance I have ever seen him put forth, because he's a champion. He's not just great. It's validated by a championship. And I'm looking at this guy, Boykin. You out there against Richard Sherman. Listen, man, forget the plane ride. I'm on the sideline during the game. It's not that I didn't catch a pass. You're not even looking. You don't even look in this direction because of Richard Sherman. I thought you were the best. I thought that you, Skip, I'm going to say it for you. I'm going to do this just for you. I thought about this last night. I'm going to save this just for you. I can't believe what I'm about to say, Darren Woodson.
Don't you jump off the wagon.
Brett Favre would have never done that.
Oh.
Well, no, that's a fact.
Brett Favre.
That's a stone cold
fact. Brett Favre would have thrown at Richard Sherman.
Now, he might have thrown one to Richard Sherman.
He would have thrown him at Richard Sherman. He might have gotten intercepted a couple of times. Brett Favre would have thrown the ball at Richard Sherman. I can't believe that I'm almost ready to walk off the set just because I had to say that. Brett Favre would have attacked Richard Sherman. It's just, I cannot believe the quarterback that I have raved about all of these years It was a shameful performance.
But, you know,
it was a shameful performance. I'm telling you, listen, you can sit there and say what they want to say. You fail, you fail. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams that a coach that Mike McCarthy has proven to be and the quarterback that Aaron Rodgers has proven to be would allow one man to take away an entire side of the field. It was an embarrassing performance. That's why I gave Aaron Rodgers an F. I've never been more ashamed of him. I've never been ashamed of him at all until last night.
This has been a humbling morning for you.
It has been. I don't know if I could ever speak about Aaron Rodgers the same again. Not because he was, it's because he was scared.
Yeah, I know, right. He'll love him next week.
Huh?
Okay, back to a
I know he's
very
a bad
good point
boy.
that you made to start,
Shameful.
which is little Boykin sitting over there. Strategically, if Richard Sherman has admitted publicly the week before this game he's getting bored out there, maybe mid-third quarter, he's lulled to sleep, man. Wouldn't you just once, strategically, just double move him? Just hope that he's drifting off, man.
Yeah.
He's thinking about what he's going to do after the game because he's bored. And I don't blame him for being bored.
Derek Carr, a rookie quarterback with Oakland in the preseason game, went after him.
He did, and he back-shouldered him. He got him.
I mean,
I agree.
It befuddles me that they didn't take a shot.
To your point, as I said earlier in the show, we kid about the bad man that is Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's the best quarterback. We could debate that all day and the rest of the night. But the point is, he's up there.
Yeah.
And what I do love about him is, what the rest of the league came to love about him, is he's cocky about it. He is supremely confident about his abilities, and he plays with a flair that borders on arrogance. That's the guy, and I told you, I thought going into the game, the reason I was so excited about the matchup was I thought he was going to delight in right out of the box going at that guy over there. Not because he doesn't think he's as good as Bill, because he does think he's great. And Jordy Nelson did get paid. He's a big, physical, athletic receiver. And Aaron Rodgers loves Jordy Nelson. And he loves all of them. Any of them. Just name one. You got to go at him early. And I thought maybe often. Maybe just to send the message, as I said earlier, to your team, we ain't backing off. This is the toughest place to play in all of sports. A night game in Seattle. So we're up against it already. Why don't we go best against best? Why don't we show you? And again, you made the point, is it Mike McCarthy's fault or Aaron Rodgers? Aaron's got some credentials now. We know he's got MVP and Super Bowl credentials. I would think he's got a good enough relationship with that coach that he would say before, I'm talking about in the meetings on Wednesday, Coach, no, I got to go at him, at least right off the bat. I got to show him we ain't backing away.
Mike McCarthy is the head coach. He's the boss. And I've never seen a boss that deserves maybe 5 or 10% of the responsibility. Aaron Rodgers is a Super Bowl champion, widely recognized as one of, if not the best in the game. You can't tell me, and not only that, he missed about 6 games last year, and you saw how much they struggled without him because they didn't have a prepared backup. That was one of the things that it was an impediment to Green Bay last year until they got Flynn back up in there because he was familiar with some of the things that they did. Everything about Green Bay is Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell me that Aaron Rodgers can't sit there and say, oh, we ain't doing that. We gonna go after this coach. We gonna go after him.
But it was evident that was the game plan.
That's right.
Early on, it was evident that Jordy Nelson wasn't going to be lined up over there.
And that's another thing, too. And Jordy Nelson, we all know he's talented. Weak. The money that you just signed for, you're supposed to be looking for Richard Sherman.
I agree.
Supposed to be looking for Richard Sherman.
That was not the game.
Really? That's why I said I miss T.O. Because let me tell you something right now. Say what you want about T.O. T.O. would have wanted Richard Sherman defending him. Let's get it on. Right. You know, Michael Irvin. You brought up Michael Irvin before. What did Michael Irvin? Please.
And I wanted to ask
give me the ball.
I brought this up earlier, the 1994 season NFC Championship game at San Francisco, and you had the privilege and honor of playing with the greatest cornerback ever in your career. And you fell behind 21-0, which in effect forced your hand and forced Troy Aikman to say, Michael, I'm coming to you every time from this point forward. Michael on Dion, close friends, nose to nose, man to man, for about 3/4 of that game. Did Michael not win some battles?
Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't the only game, Michael. They went tit for tat when Dion was in Atlanta.
They did?
Trust me, Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin, prideful guys.
Yeah.
But they were going to go at one another. And Michael was going to ask for the ball.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Insist.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been a problem, y'all.
And Troy was not afraid either.
And he's not afraid.
To wing it into the flat, on the out route.
And sometimes when you put it out there, and Deion will tell you, I'll give you some, but then I'm going to get mine up. The problem with most quarterbacks when they're playing against a great corner, it's not that the corner is going to make a play in here and there.
Yeah.
The great corners will take it back to the house, and that is the fear. The fear is I'm going to throw it out there. The timing's not going to be right. That corner is going to take it 6. I just didn't. For a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who's been in this league, has been the MVP, has won Super Bowls, he's a guy that he should take that chance. And we didn't see him take that chance.
I told Skip it's the equivalent of a boxer. I told you it's the equivalent of a boxer getting into a ring and literally sprinting around the ring all fight long.
Yeah.
Running. That is what Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, and Mike McCarthy did last night against Richard Sherman. They got in there and they ran away.
Aaron Rodgers is in trouble. His biggest fan gave him an F and is talking bad about him. Darren Woodson, pleasure. Thanks for being on the show. Coming up next, Peyton versus